Hey guys, Seth here. Welcome to another episode of the Build the Roster series, where we make a dream roster of a hypothetical fighting game. And for the month of Halloween, I can't think of a series that I'm surprised never has a fighting game ever. And that's R.L. Stine. I mean, you can't go wrong with how classic his books are. And since this is Halloween, I can't think of a series that is more classic and iconic than the R.L. Stine series to be turned into a fighting game. Now we gotta ask ourselves how many characters and what versions of these characters are. Well, this might be a bit controversial, but I'm going with the original three, with the original trilogy. No books or the movies. Oh, I'm only taking characters from these three shows: Goosebumps, The Nightmare Room, and R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour. And I'm picking 12 characters from each series. I think 12 is an even number for the first Goosebumps fighting game series. And yeah. So, if your favorite R.L. Stine monster doesn't make it on the list, sorry. R.L. Stine has a massive cast of monsters. As much as we like to have everybody, we don't want a video that's over an hour. Okay, let's build that roster! Slappy. Because, duh. You knew Slappy was gonna be on this roster. There's no hiding it. He is basically Mr. R.L. Stine, the face of this company. The face of the whole franchise. He would be that. I can see him being the all-rounder character, similar to Mario. Doesn't mean he'll have a lot of tricks and schemes and all kinds of tricks to keep the opponent off their toes and get inside their heads. The Mask. This is another obvious pick. When you put on the mask, you become the mask and you can't take it off. So make him a chaotic bruiser-like character. You're in for a Goosebumps. Here comes a new challenger! Monster Blob. This is another obvious pick. We need to make him a transforming character that can transform into all different shapes and sizes. And I don't think I need to say anything else. Moving on. Here comes a new challenger! Carl from Carlsville. This is another obvious choice. And I keep saying obvious lot, but it is. Carl will be an all-round trickster character. He's always scheming and devious. Or you could argue that all of them are tricksters in some way, but yeah. Goosebumps. Here comes a new challenger! The monsters from Horrorland. I know this is kind of cheating a bit because Horrorland's a place and not a human being, but I'm putting any monster from Horrorland on here.
Horrorland's just too iconic of a place to not have a character in the roster spot. You can have one Horrorland person summon in other Horrorland persons to do dirty work. And that's it for all the Goosebumps monsters. They're all iconic in their own right. Sadly, this is the end. And now we're moving on to the Nightmare Room. And for this one, I'm picking 3 characters from the Nightmare Room.
Here comes a new challenger!
The doll from Scare for What You Wish For. He is basically another Slappy. He is the Nightmare Room's version of Slappy, pretty much. He be an Echo Fighter of Slappy, but he will have his own moves, like using Dylan Pierce, his doll form, as a summon to do his dirty work. And that's it.
Here comes a new challenger!
Frank. Because why not? He's another Nightmare Room character. We need more Nightmare Room representation. But besides that, Frank will be a summoner character. He's a military guy. So give him military moveset. And he can summon the clown robbers or the ninja paid bodyguards to do his dirty work.
Here comes a new challenger!
The aliens from Red Eyes. And we're down to our final Nightmare Room monster. I think Sydney would be the main one, and all the others will be like summons. So make Sydney a summoner character, basically. And finally, I'm going to the Haunting Hour. And I'm only picking 2 from the Haunting Hour.
Here comes a new challenger!
Lily D. Basically, we have all 3 Slappy type characters from all 3 of the original trilogy. But unlike Scare for What You Wish For doll, she won't have anybody as a summon to. So she'll be more of a Slappy Echo Fighter.
Here comes a new challenger!
The Game Master from Z-Town. We're on to the last Haunting Hour character, and the final character on the roster. And for the Master of Z-Town, he be the all-round sword fighter, like Ike and Link and Marth and Shulk and all those guys, and yeah. And that's it for the roster. Should we do DLC? Sorry, not this time. But let me know in the comments what other characters would you add if this roster was made. And I'll see y'all next time. And sorry this is short. And yeah, but yeah. Happy Halloween, everybody.